What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're going to be trying something a little new, a little fun. I've never done this before, but I'm going to make it a guided playthrough. This is the Let's Play of the Fist of Heaven's Paladin. So I was considering starting out going simple, just going like the Holy Fire into Hammers into Fist of Heavens at level 30, but we have Holy Bolt, and Holy Bolt's actually not terrible. So I'm going to give it a try of doing a little Holy Bolt action early on and then moving into Fist of Heavens when we hit 30 and going from there and really trying to play into the lore of this kind of holy character right here. Feel free to play along. This is what this is for. I'm going to try and go slower than I normally do. It'll still probably be fast, so you can always pause or fast forward whatever you need to do to catch up and stay in line. But the idea of these Let's Plays is you can play along with me and have fun, and I will explain all of my decisions as we're going through to try and give you a better idea of how to beat the game. And hopefully by the end of this, you have beaten the game on hell. So, with that being said, let's jump on in. Mr. Fister, let's get rolling. So the first thing that we want to talk about with this character is that he is a paladin. Paladins are very solid characters. They have good vitality or life gain from vitality points. They have amazing chance to block when you have Holy Shield later on. Just an amazing skill for the character overall. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get running. I don't like using a shield early on because I don't like block frames. Blocking frames can be annoying, and these monsters aren't going to put me into hit recovery, so it's just like a minor annoyance. If you want to keep your shield, it's not that big of a deal. I just don't like a really early shield, but eventually later on we will get a shield. So we'll go ahead and head out. Find the Den of Evil, do that quest. You can just follow the path if you would like. And then, you know, when it splits, you just check right around kind of where it splits. And then this is going to be the Den of Evil. I'm going to set a TP down and keep moving forward. And we'll also grab the well here for stamina. And I'm just looking for gold and to level up to level 2 essentially. That's pretty much all I'm looking to do in this area. So Strangling Gas Potions, we can either use those for gold or save those for later. Just kind of whatever we want to do, as they can be helpful a little bit later on. But we'll see what Holy Bolt kind of looks like and feels like at that point. And we're just going to gather stuff up. This is plenty of gold right here. For gold, I'm looking for things like throwing knives, gems, rings, amulets, jewels. Rejuve potions are decent gold. Just kind of a lot of things, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, we're just doing that. We leveled up to level 2. That's probably good enough there. I'm going to get, we can look and see a single point here into Might, as that is just very helpful. And let me set my hotkeys. And we can go from there. I'll also turn my alerts back on as we're just going through the Den of Evil. That's pretty simple right there. So Darafels, Freezy, thank you. Kaldon, Chinovsky, thank you as well.
Hi future me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
That's a good point.
Also come check out Merla Mask on Twitch. Hope you enjoy the guided playthrough.
It's a good point. So we got some gold there. It's nice.
If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Also, Prime subs don't auto-renew.
Also, very good points. I'm going to look for a Scepter. Scepters are just really nice to have. 1 to max damage. They just have really good damage on them and still good attack speed, which is really nice. And then I'll buy these and just get my tomes and some stamina potions and move on from there. The first thing I would really say to look for is just a Scepter, though. You can get one for 350 gold. You can get them with 1-2 open sockets as well. And that can just be really nice. And yeah, that's kind of our first little helpful piece, because that plus Might is just going to give us a lot of damage. Also, I'll go ahead and put my first 5 points into Dexterity, just to help with our early attack rating right there. And that's probably all the Dexterity that we'll be placing for right now, for a while. everything else will really be going into vitality. I'll drink a stamina potion. Now a scimitar is nice later on, which is also why I have that dexterity, but it's not really great until you have like holy fire or something like that. The scepter early is going to be better on.
Is a paladin a crusader, or is a crusader a paladin?
I don't know. Both? Like, can they be both? Thank you,
Cal
Fulsine.
Hugs gifted a
Thank you,
tier
Cal.
1 sub to CISTRA. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Don't need dagger. Yeah, so this is 2.4 Fist of Heavens. I'm kind of banking on it not changing that much. Like, they might do a slight nerf or slight adjustment to this by the time it comes out. I'm really kind of hoping that they don't. That's all. So we'll see.
Bombastic86 gifted a tier 1 sub to Zira.
Bombastic, thank you. Appreciate that. Just grab those. By lore, all crusaders are paladins, but not all paladins are crusaders. There you go. There's the answer. That's what you're looking for. We'll pick up a sash. Always just nice to have a early belt. No, this is the single player of the PTR. So like I say, I'm just hoping that there's not going to be major nerfs or major changes to this build by the time it comes out.
Cal Hugs gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Selby. They've gifted 4 months in the channel.
And there we go. Den is done. Cowhugs with a 3-month gift to Selby. Insanely sweet. Thank you so much. So we'll sell again. And that should be totally fine for us. To just continue forward, we'll go Vitality. And I'm probably just going to save points at this point, because I'm going to be going into Holy Fire and into Holy Bolt, I believe. The reason I'm going to go into both is because Holy Fire is great for damage, but we're trying to do Holy Bolt, and Holy Bolt is, we'll see how well it does, but the problem is it's only demons and undead that it's going to be damaging. So animal and bugs we aren't going to be able to hit, so we need to make sure we can kill those guys. So yeah, it's PTR offline now. So we're just going to level up here. If you want to level up to level 4, you totally can. That's about as high as you want to level up in the Cold Plains. You can go a little higher, especially if you up the players count. So that's always something to think about as well. Is if you do some, you know, you do slash players, oops, that's not high. Slash players 3. Now it says the game difficulty is set to 3, and so you could run over here. And once you get to mobs that haven't been spawned yet, these guys will be worth a little bit more experience now. And so now it's, you know, okay, I can level up to maybe like level 5 out here or something if I want. And that's totally fine because, again, over leveling is never really a bad thing in these Let's Plays, anything like that. So feel free to spend more time leveling up if you want. And I'll go ahead and leave the players 3 on as well, so we can get a little bit more experience, because I have this experience shrine, and you can see the chunks of experience that I'm gaining down at the bottom. This is P3 plus experience shrine plus boss group right there. And the reason that I'm focusing on these undead boss groups, that's the like main monsters I want to kill, is because those are going to be worth so much more experience. So they're worth 500% experience actually. And again, we level up, level 5. I'll continue with Vitality. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on everything. And there's a Ghostly right there. So I actually don't really want to fight Ghostlies, as they do cold damage. and that's gonna be pretty awful for us. Why are they worth 500% more? Because they are. So a unique boss and his minions are worth 500% more. Champions are worth 300% more. So again, this is Rakanishu and his minions. You'll see they say demon dash minion. Those are going to be 500% more experience than a normal carver kill. They're also 3 levels higher than a regular carver, and champions are 2 levels higher. So it's really, this is why the best way to really farm experience, and they can be a little deadly, so you gotta be careful, but the best way to really farm a lot of experience is to go and fight these packs.
Maybe Akara could dispel the mystery of these stones.
Maybe. So if you want to save Kane, you totally can. We have a waypoint right here. Feel free to go and find the waypoint. Let's get the next level. Perfect. Alright, so we have level 6. We'll do a point in Holy Bolt and a point in Holy Fire. And more Vitality. And I guess we can try what it looks like right here. Let's see. It's not bad. Obviously need to have some mana for it though. And this is players 3. So we're just gonna run this combination.
My monthly llama sub to stick it to Daddy Bezos.
Thank you, Bacon. And this also does give us range, which is really nice. So that is a nice part of this. And the piercing effect on it as well. So I still have players 3 on because, again, I don't really mind slightly over leveling here, and it's not a crazy hard area for this character. So you can just kind of look through. Where's the Holy Fire aura? Right here. So like I say, if I want to go into Holy Fire for melee, if I'm running into like non-demons or something, I can do that this way. I actually want this 2 open socket, even though this is like totally fine. I'd rather have 2 open sockets for later on. I can put stuff in that, and that'll be really helpful. The Holy Fire pulsing itself is going to be pretty weak. So there's a couple ways that I can kind of decide this. I can do like ZX here. Oops, not there. But we can have it like this, so it does pulse a little bit if we want. And then we can kind of decide once again. So I can like always leave Holy Aura right there, and then I can do ZX here, and then switch my main hand. So now this way I'm always pulsing while also having the ability to hit. So this would be a slightly optimized way. But a level 1 Holy Fire Aura, the pulse is pretty weak, so that's why I wasn't super caring. When we get like later on, it'll be better. But this is technically the best way, so we'll do it technically the best way. And we'll go ahead and do all of that right there. Oof. And that increase in damage, now we're one-shotting with that. It's nice. So we'll do 5 more points in Vitality as well. And again, I'm just placing 1 point Holy Bolt, 1 point Holy Fire right now, as I'm just trying to keep those kind of going, right? Now, since we have the Stony Field waypoint, I'm going to go back and look for the tree here. And then we can look to save. And something that you can also look to do is, you know, I have a chip sapphire here. So I can actually look at like, do I want to put this sapphire in my helm for more mana? Or do I want to, you know, put this into like my weapon so I can hit mobs and have a little cold damage later on? That's kind of all up to you. So this, for instance, are mobs that we cannot kill with Holy Bolt. So this is where Holy Fire is going to come into play. And the way you know that, of course, that could actually be really nice. The way you know that, of course, is
This tree bristles with magic.
It'll say demon or undead or whatever there. So you just have to look for the tag demon or undead. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do anything. And here's another boss group. Go ahead and kill this. And wands are good money. And now we'll go save Cain. And again, another point here and another point here. And then more into vitality as well. And we'll head over here and sell
Holy Fire and Holy Bolt. Insert back Sailor Moon joke here.
So this is actually nicer than a scepter right there. Not only is it fast, which is what we like, but it has a little bit of added damage, a little IS, but just the scimitar speed once you have Holy Fire is better because most of your damage comes from that. Thanatos, thank you very much. And so now I'm actually going to buy some mana pots. And I do have a lot of Strangling Gas. I don't need that many, but I will have some for my offhand. Right there. And we'll go ahead and put some of these away. But again, it's like, hey, I could just do this. Now I have a 10 to life, 10 to mana helm. And I can always just buy another 2 open socket helm later, right? So this is something that I think a lot of people you know, need to see, need to remember, whatever is. If you want, you can always just shop at like Charcy or whatever. I can go to town or go away from town and come back. She'll restock all of her goods. And then I can look for, oh, there's 2 open sockets right there. You know, there's whatever stuff. And you can just kind of go and search for whatever things you want. So, okay, I didn't want that studded leather with 2 open sockets, but, you know, maybe we'll find something else. No, okay. Getting a little unlucky, but it's okay. We'll take a little bit of time because I just want to show this really fast. And then later on, you know, you can do whatever you want. And there we go. There's a 2 open socket armor. So I can use that for a stealth later. So I'm going to want to have that at some point. And like I say, if we find a 2 open socket helmet here, we can totally buy it. But this is always just an easy way to shop really quickly. And not have to like worry about all that stuff. So very simple for shopping for your socketed goods there. And now I can come over here and no perfect circle. But there is a Targe here. We can also look at this. And it's 10 hit recovery, 7 all res. We can put it on. And then we can just feel what it's like when we're blocking.
What a tragedy.
You know, if it feels pretty bad, then we don't have to worry about it. We can just say never mind.
Feel the block, baby.
Feel the block. Thank you, Vicious. And again, we're gonna have undeads and demons in here, so killing this stuff is generally gonna be pretty nice. And not a boss, but we'll kill him anyways. If you want to kill Griswold, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on him. We can grab the leg, but probably won't have much use for the leg as the cows are just going to be animals, right? I don't believe they're undead in any capacity, so, or demons. So cows would be pretty miserable for this character. Why pass on Griswold? He's just not really worth the time investment usually. I mean, again, I have that speedrunner mindset. So you can totally kill him if you would like. They need to add a demon cow portal. It'd be nice. So we can come back out here. Oh wait, did we not save Cain? Does he really need saving? Why pass on girls? I mean, generally they're not going to be interested in you playing Diablo 2 all day, every day, so. And here's our animal type. So, we can go ahead and whack these dudes. And again, one more here and one more here. And now we'll just continue with Holy Bolt, as this is more of that Holy Bolt run. And I'll continue with points into Vitality there. I mean, look, if he can't get himself home, he's got to just figure it out, you know? We can't just baby him all the time. He has a TP already, we know this. .25 attack rating, that's nice. Helpful for our melee hits. And we're just looking right now for the waypoint. And for the tower. So we're just running around the Black Marsh looking for those, as that's our next quest. And the tower is great. Has a lot of runes and things that we will want later on. Go ahead and grab another ring. So this is kind of an interesting build, because this is a melee slash caster hybrid right now. And eventually it'll be a full caster. But right now it is. So things like attack rating and stuff are nice, but also things like FCR are nice. Plus the mana's not bad, you know. So, all that stuff. Damp Hammer with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. My goodness. There you go. We saved Cain. Just for you guys. Because we care. Oop! We'll act like we were just killing mobs in Tristram the whole time. Don't tell him that we left. He didn't see it. He doesn't know. Now, something important about the players count is when you do go down to kill the Countess, you want to be on players 1. Every other mob in the game, a higher players count is going to be like generally a better chance, or at least the same chance if it's like unique or something like that. The only mob in the game where you have a worse drop chance is from the Countess when you increase the player count. Ooh, 3 open sockets, 10 all res, yes please. So that's actually super nice, because we could make a Ancient's Pledge in that when we get a little bit later on, and that's an additional 10 all res. So that's super nice. We took it off for the Let's Play. It still exists in the background though. So here there's going to be generally 1 boss group per level. Sometimes 2, sometimes 0. But most of the time a single one. So we're going to look for that 1 boss group, as that's going to be our big source of experience. 9 fire res. Wall on a Grand Charm is a little bit large. We don't have any charms right now. Also, I'm putting this point into Holy Bolt and these into Vitality. And remember, I am on players 3 still, so it is kind of boosting our experience a little bit. We're just going to remember when we get down to the bottom that we want to change to players 1. So that's the only thing we need to make sure to remember. I mean, they could make it maybe so the rune drops are consistent no matter what player count is. I think that would be a good way to do it. And we'll keep rolling. And let's just check real quick if there's another boss over here. No.
I can't carry anymore.
Perfect. And another point into Holy Bolt. And more vitality. And I'm just going to go to players 1 now. So we enter level 5.
I can't carry anymore.
Sick.
I am
Grab an amulet. I do, team. And I mean, there you go. Pretty crushing. Tal tier Tal. Decent rune start. Five energy, we'll take it. And we can just put those runes away. We'll save 1 jewel right now and some chips.
Good to see you.
And we can sell that off and continue. And I'm going to go to players 5. Generally, you like players odd number player counts, as that's where the item increases do occur. So because I can't kill these brutes with my Holy Bolt, we can kill them with this, but poison is also going to be very helpful and effective here. So we're going to mix and match poison and holy fire here. Even though he is fire immune, or fire enchanted as well. Perfect. And I don't know why I'm running that way. We need to go this way. And again, another mob group that's not killable with our Holy Bolts, but totally fine. This is why we're dual spec'd a little bit right now. Okay, we have Holy Bolt again, another point there, and 5 more points into Vitality. And like I say, we're just probably going to keep going on this for a bit. As it's really solid. We could go into like get a little more strength and dex later if we want to go into a flail of some sort, but I'm not even sure if we really care to do that. I think this scimitar is actually going to be perfect for all that we need right now, as that damage once again really is just coming off the Holy Fire, and that's kind of the main damage source for us that we care about there. Just gonna go look to see if we can find that boss here. Don't see it. Yeah, there's just certain skills where it does work. So like rubies do improve the damage of exploding arrow. That explosion damage. Kinda got some specific things though. Nice damp. Yes, so a mob with X like fire enchanted is gonna have, I think, what, 50% additional resistance to whatever that res is. believe it's 50. Okay, again, players 1.
I can't carry anymore.
Before we get to Countess there. And another point in Holy Bolt, and 5 more points in Vitality. And you can see we're definitely leveling up a lot faster because of this. So we're already level 13. And we do have our Eth rune as well. So talking about the runes that we have right here, I think is very important. The first thing is we wanted Tau plus Eth rune. And this is so we can have a stealth rune word. Simple as that. Neftir is also not bad if we want to make Nadir. Additionally, for a 2 open socket scimitar, we could make like a steel or something, which is tier L. So we'd need to find an L rune later on. We could also look to do a malice, which is Ith L Eth. That would need to go in something like that flail or whatever. So we need to have more stats for that a little bit later on. So those are kind of the things that I would say we're really kind of looking for. I like the idea also of the tier runes because tier runes are mana per kill. So we could socket these into like a 2 open socket helm, especially if we found 2 of them. And that could be really nice for this character. So that way we're getting that mana back every time we kill a mob. And hopefully it can just be more of a self-sustain for the character. So at this point we're level 13. I will say we're probably plenty fine to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and go up to players 5 again because honestly, this guy is killing really well. So I feel pretty comfortable raising that up. And that's just always, you can kind of gauge that however you're feeling, right? If you feel like, oh no, I want to be on players 1, it doesn't feel very good to me. I want to be a little safer, whatever it is, you can do that. So what the player's command does is it simulates more players being in the game, which means monsters are going to be doing more damage, have more life, all of that. However, you are going to gain more experience from killing them. And more item drops will also occur. So it's a trade-off. And this is only on single player that you can change that player. On multiplayer, players have to join the game, and that's how that works. Dang, girl. 22 months. Thank you so much. But like I said, this feels really solid. It feels like it has good damage. And what I like about it as well is it feels like it really has... no, damn. We're just doing this today. It feels like it really has a good stun as well. Like the damage is enough that we're able to put monsters into a hit recovery, which is really important because if you can't put mobs in hit recovery, generally you're going to be in a lot of trouble in this game. So being able to do that, I think, is really good. And it has a little bit of an AoE as it does have the pierce on it, which is really nice as well. So it's really got a nice, yeah, it's really a decent leveling.
I am really glad they buffed such an underperforming character with very few build options like the Pala.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I know, it's like the Paladin didn't really have many options before. So it's really nice that they gave him a little bit of stuff. I think we all appreciate that. Actually pretty good damage for Smith.
This will help the sisters turn the tide against him.
It's a player's 5 Smith right there. Another point into Holy Bolt. 5 more points into Vitality. And we'll keep looking. Yeah, I don't have a point in charge right now. I could also have a point in zeal if I want. But I felt like having the points in Holy Fire was going to be better. I don't really have spare points right now that I can spend in that, you know. And so yeah, you can put a point in charge, so you can charge all around the map and be a little bit faster. If this was a speed run, you can 100% bet your butt I would be charging around the map. But this is a guided playthrough, or a let's play. And so we're gonna, you know, just kind of run a little bit slower, but have more fun taking our time doing all of it. Now again, when there's things like a hard leather armor here, that's a rare, you can totally pick this up and wear this. This is 100% like cool. It's got some strength, cold, fire reds, hit recovery. It's very nice and something you can use right now. You're eventually at level 17 gonna want to have that stealth armor. That's gonna be just like the armor that you'll want to use for a while. But you know, once again, on these sorts of playthroughs where you're really taking your time and enjoying it, picking up those rares and, you know, seeing, oh, it's got res, that's really nice, and using that is really fun and really like a fun part of the experience. And for a lot of people, it makes sense to do so. As someone who speedruns, you know, you kind of get used to running around with like garbage gear on all the time. So I have to sometimes remember that, like, yeah, not everybody wants to speedrun. Sometimes people want to like see cool items and wear them. Yeah, the 100% pierce here is actually super nice. And I mean, you can see this is players 5 again, everybody.
No.
Which
Morning
means these
Llama,
mobs
Mr.
have what,
Llama Wave.
300%
For wealth on
more
Summon Necro. Now
HP?
have negative res for Mephisto. Terrible idea?
Wait, smoke for wealth on Summon Necro. Now have negative res from Mephisto. I mean, you have all your summons, and wealth is going to be a lot of MF and stuff, so I don't think it's that terrible unless you're getting in the way and dying, you know. If it feels like it ends up being a big cost to you, then switch back. Thanks, Cried. So yeah, if you're running around on P1 for this, you should be definitely just fine. We'll do another point into Holy Bolt. We're just going to continue there, and again, Vitality. Don't really have other needs for that. Let's see if we can get the other champion as well. There he is. Yeah, he's possessed. Don't really have other needs for that.
Ooh.
Thank you, Darian. So, just gonna kinda move forward here. There's a scimitar. Let's see if it's 2 open sockets. Nope. If it was, I would keep it just in case I found an L rune. So then we could have tier plus L and make that steel, which would be a little bit nice. It's good, Sim. How are you?
I am overburdened.
I don't believe Holy Bolt would be affected by Concentrate. I guess I haven't tested it, really, but that doesn't really make sense to me. 8 to mana. Let's see. It's worth 1 more than 5 to energy.
There is great evil here.
I mean, Holy Bolt's doing well. Like, honestly, this is super nice. Again, this is players 5, you guys. So this is nothing to sneeze at. You got to do a little bit of damage to fight on P5 this early. Tell that to your head cold. Sorry. It's Spiders are animals, thus we cannot hurt spiders with our holy bolts. Of course, we can hit them with our regular attack, but so we can go to holy fire here, and we also have poison if we want to poison kill. A little bit slower, but again, players 5. And this is just for that off piece, right? This is supposed to be our slightly worse damage dealer right here. As we're maining Holy Bolt. Spiders are very terrifying in this. They really made them just horrifying mobs. Some champion spiders. Probably don't care enough to kill those. Now, if you want to run Endariel, I wouldn't really recommend it in normal, but if you want to, you can get things like maybe you do find a Blood Fist, maybe you find a Crush Flame, you can get Treads, you can get
what item do you usually
Gorefoots,
give to imbue?
you can get Hisaris. I mean, there's a variety of things. Usually like a diadem later on. Unless I want to do it early on, then it could be a variety of things. But if you want to run her, basically you can go back and do just get the waypoint in Catacombs level 2, and then you can have it. And in single player, your maps don't reset when you join and leave. So if you have good maps, you can just consistently come back over and over again. Now, I'll go ahead and set back to players 1 here because I don't want to do a players 5 in Dariel. This doesn't sound super fun to me. We could do players 3, which is going to have some slight experience or better like drop chances and stuff, but I'm good just going players 1 on that and calling that good. Okay, killing and moving on.
I can't carry it.
So we'll go Holy Bolt, level 16, more vitality. And that's where that player's 5 has really come in handy. You can see we've really added a lot of experience. I mean, being level 16 at Endariel is really nice. And we'll come in here. And I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. At Endariel's death. The damage that we deal to her is pretty nasty. Darn. Chain boots, but they're just rare. So close.
My work here is finished.
And that was that easy. Look at that. Give yourselves the clap. You have crushed Endariel. You're a champ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could have done P3 or P5 Andy. It would have been okay. P5 might have been a little annoying. P3, not too bad. I don't know if these are worth adding 5 more points into strength for, so we'll hold off on that. I'll go ahead and go light res over 3 attack rating. And here's a great example of where you can do like you can do some small upgrades. First, we can get ourselves a real belt over a sash, so now we have 12 potions. That's really nice. Additionally, we can look for a 3 open socket shield, but I already have one with 10 all res. If you don't though, you could totally go for this just to have for later on if you do want to eventually get an Ancient's Pledge. You could buy that right there. Can look at boots, try and see if there's anything boot-wise that would be nice. Swap these around. We can look for another 2 open socket helm if we want here. 17 MF boots. I will definitely grab those. That's going to be a really nice help for this character.
Good day.
Ooh.
And we'll just look for a 2 open socket helm, as that'll be really nice.
Hello.
Meh. Yeah, 17 MF. Getting early points in Magic Find is super, super good. It really does a lot. And there we go. There's a 2 open socket. So what I'm saying here is I'm going to sell this, grab this, and now I'm going to go for even more life. So now I have a big life helm. And this is where you can make those little upgrades if you would like. 15 fire res is nice. Perfect. So you can make little upgrades just very easily just by doing that stuff right there. Yeah, you no longer need to quest Bug and Dariel, so that just automatically happens. Don't worry about it if you don't know what it is. It's not a thing anymore. We have the imbue set up. If I wanted to imbue some boots or something like that, I totally could right now, but I'm just going to save my imbue quest maybe for a circlet or something later, as I don't have some crazy need for it. We'll put this away, put this away, put this away. I also could have done Neftir in this helm to make an Adir, but right now I just don't feel some crazy need for that either. And we'll just do this. Get more potions.
Ooh.
Bubba Red and Ordained Lizard, thank you both. And the last thing that I will do, maybe I should have kept that helm.
It is an honor to serve you.
I'm just gonna get a weapon. And let's go see if we can use this. We're gonna go grab Emilio. And for here, generally I like to get the Blessed Aim Mercenary. Prayer could also be kind of fun, just for like really doing a lot of healing together. But I'm gonna go for that.
I'll put that to good use.
And we'll give him this weapon. And the nice thing, of course, here is I get to heal him as well. So as he's hitting and stuff, I can help heal him while also, you know, healing myself. I know Emilio is right below, but his Blessed Aim will help me out as well, which is really nice. And then, like I say, I can heal him up also. And of course, as you find some gear, you can just give him some gear also. Now, we are in Act 2, and we are going to run into some mobs here that you can see are not undead or demons, and so this is where we're going to rely on Emilio and rely on our Holy Fire, right? There's going to be kind of that combination of both of those. So, like I say, the nice thing is we can just heal them up, and we actually have a really nice heal, 21 to 46, which is a massive heal, and should just be really easy to like do a lot and keep them alive. Yeah, we can also give the mercenary a malice himself or something like that. We just haven't done so yet because I don't have Ith LF. So if we find those runes, we can totally give him those runes. We'll leave a portal at Halls of the Dead there. And we'll do a little bit right here. Let Emilio take care of that. Here's our Dry Hills waypoint. So I always like to do that. Find a quest objective, leave a TP, and then go find a waypoint. This way, you can always just go to your town if it's really far away and come right back into it, and it's not bad at all. No, Holy Fire is not an aura that moves around like your other characters get it as well. So some auras will spread to your party, some auras are just for yourself. Holy Fire is just one for yourself. Level 2. Yeah. And some are for your enemies, like Conviction. Exactly. Light belt. So something like this is debatable, and we might just use it for like Duriel and just that, as this has big cold res on it, right? 40 cold res, which is a ton of cold res, and it's really nice. However, it's only going to have 8 potion slots on it, and we could up it, but we need a Tal and a Shale and a P Diamond to up this, and I don't have Tal, Shale, P Diamond. So I really prefer not having the less slots, and I'm good just running the Snake's Belt here with the plus 10 to mana and having the lower cold res. And like I say, maybe just when we get to Duriel, then I'll use that just to make sure that I'm really topped up on my cold res for him. Another animal. And we'll do that. And go back. We can repair everything as well.
Why not use a crossbow so that you still use holy, fire-enhanced bolts to kill the animals #GDQ.
And I'm going to save these and then put these gloves on because I don't really need these fire res gloves immediately. They'll be really nice in like Act 3 and 4. But right now, having a bunch of magic find 40 MF is going to be really nice. Also, I'm going to switch to the slightly more resistances there. I'm good on the crossbow. Thank you, though, Mordecai. We already did that whole crossbow playthrough. And again, we can always just heal up Chaylin whenever we need, which is really such an underrated part of this build, is the fact that we just have healing capabilities right there with us the whole time. So really just superb. On top of the damage and everything else about it, which is really nice. Bow, crossbow, barbed wind. We already did a... Oh, you want the crossbow source next? God. $1,000, that crossbow source is all yours. Making me suffer. This is players 1 now, yes. I didn't up the players count because there's a lot of animals in Act 2, at least out here, and so I didn't really want to, you know. I mean, the it's just gonna be harder on players 5 there, right? The helm up, 2 open sockets. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to him, and then if we want later on, we can put some stuff in there. Maybe give him even. Honestly, we could give him this life helm that I have, and then we could make a nadir for ourselves, which wouldn't be terrible. So let's go ahead and do that.
I'll put that to
We'll
good
do
use.
that. And then we'll do Neff and Tyr. And that makes Nadir. And you can see it has mana per kill on it. It also has these Cloak of Shadow charges. And that's the really big thing about it. Is that can be really helpful in like dangerous areas. Such as the Chaos Sanctuary or something. Now down here, we're just going to have to fight things. There's not really undead, demon, and stuff down here. So this is where this Holy Fire is going to be our main way. How we kill stuff. Nice, Jacob. We'll shop a Telly Staff in Act 3. At this point so far, do you recommend Faux Pally for a sustainable build on ladder? Yeah, I think it'll be really solid. Especially if you're okay with, you know, farming in on just a couple more locations instead. Right. Thorn Sword does not cost mana, no. Okay, it's a dead end there. If they change it, they change it. And we just, you know. My hope is they might change it. They might nerf a little bit. But I really hope that they don't nerf it in such a way that it would make this guide completely unusable, you know? Like, even if they say, you know, 10% less damage or something like that, this guide would still totally be fine. It's just if they're like, it no longer damages demons, it's like, ah, crap. That makes this really tough. But if that happens, I guess we'll do another one. So, you know, we'll see. And we have Holy Bolt here, and 5 more points of vitality, and we also hit level 17, which means we can swap into our stealth armor, which I don't currently have with me, but I need to get my mercenary over here so I can get that Blessed Aim aura.
I need a key.
But we can go ahead and go back and grab that right now. But yeah, if the changes are too big, we just make something new. So Tal and Eth in a 2-open socket gray armor. Remember, it can't be mechanics blue. It has to be a gray armor. And what I love about this, on top of the run walk and faster hit recovery and blah, 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 is 25 faster cast rate, which is going to be very nice for this kind of character. As we need to be able to cast quickly for our Holy Bolts later on, and our Fist of Heavens eventually, so it's super nice. Happy Pi Day, everybody. I could have put that other armor on my mercenary as well. This is true. I'll probably just pick something up and put it on him later.
Move.
6 months of pure you, Mr. Llama, for all that you do and your amazing smile.
Thanks, DB. Appreciate that. Thanks, Mordecai. Before. And we'll go up this way. Did I decide on which pie I'm gonna have today? Is cheesecake pie? 'Cause I do love cheesecake. I feel like it's a half pie. I'm just kind of feeling... It's in a pie crust. Exactly. I'm feeling a little cheesecake right now, but if that doesn't count, I'll probably go get some pumpkin pie. Not a pie. What do you know about pie? Are you the pie police? Coconut cream also sounds nice. Mmm, cream pies. Oh, I just love it. Maybe I'll go get some from the store. Little cream. Little whip. It's a graham cracker crust. How is that a pie crust? That's a pie crust. Cheesecake is a pie. I agree. I agree. Get him, buddy. Ooh, a really nice find. Sanders. Now the IAS doesn't actually help us a ton because we're not going to be doing much with IAS later on, but 40 to life. Very nice. Level requirements are high on them though. Alright, nothing there. Mage Fist would be really nice. You too, Big Salty. Okay, we'll put those over here for now. And we'll give this armor to our mercenary.
To good use. Greetings.
I guess I should get a couple of health pots. We're kind of overdone on the mana pots, it seems. Like that. Alright, let's go find the lost city, shall we? And we are right next to Beetle Burst, which is nice. So in the event that we wanted to farm a little bit of experience, this is actually a decent spot to do it. You can just do that, then you can quit the game, come back in, go back and kill Beetle Burst, and just kind of rinse and repeat over and over again. We could even increase the players count and do that. And like I say, that can just be a really nice, easy way to get some experience if we do feel like we want to level up a little bit more here. However, it probably would make more sense to try and farm Dark Elder, as we are a Holy Bolt build, and Dark Elder will actually take damage from our bolts. So that would probably make more sense than going there and using our Holy Fire on him. But you can see it's not that long of a kill, so it'd probably be fine either way. It's okay, Strim. Nothing crazy. Because again, just not a lot of undead and demons here for us in Act 2, so. Let's see what we can find. Let's go up the stairs. And see what we got. Looks like we have exit here. Didn't find Dark Elder or anything, so that's okay. Okay, say that's kind of a, if you want, and we can even leave a TP and, you know, go check around. Because I might want to check out what it's like killing him on like P7 or something if he's close. 1 to 3 fire damage would help a tiny bit, but it's a lot for a Grand Charm, or not very much for a Grand Charm. And here's Dark Elder. So we can find the waypoint. It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we'll kill Dark Elder and be happy with that. So yeah, like I said, if there's a waypoint right next to him, which looks like our waypoint's probably somewhere down here, then we could totally do that farm of just like going to players 8 or something like that and just going out there, killing Dark Elder, getting a lot of experience. And we could farm a couple more levels, you know, maybe go up to 20 or something doing that probably pretty quickly. Not sure, BMH. Can you cast Holy Bolt and then charge in the way of it to get healed? I doubt it, but maybe. But I highly doubt it. Grab the combat shrine. I want to test it though. And we get a mix of undead and non-undeads down here, so at least some stuff will die to it. We also leveled up, level 18. So again, at 18, nothing else really comes into play for us. We're just going to continue with Holy Bolt right here. Did I forget Radamant? We can go kill Radamant if we want. Not a huge deal yet because we don't really have a crazy need for those points, but... And always a good idea down here to set a safety TP, as Fangskin can be dangerous and kind of get some cheeky kills off on you. We've all died to a Fangskin cheese before. Okay, and we'll just go there. We'll check out our belt. That's very nice. 13 cold res, 17 fire res, 10 hit recovery. That's a gorgeous belt to get right there. Really big resistances for this early on. And we'll just sell these guys off. That's super, super nice. One of the best belts you're going to find at these levels. And we'll just keep going Vitality. Because again, we already have a 3 open socket shield that we really like. It's like we could do a little bit more strength at some point. Maybe just get up to like 35, 40, 45 strength at some point. But I don't even feel the crazy need for it yet, you know? So... we'll just keep rolling through here. Some blunderboars. At least they will take the damage. So yeah, like again, you can see Act 2 really doesn't have a lot of demons and undead in it, which is a little annoying, but we will ultimately find some, and it'll be fine.
This surely is the product of a
Grab this waypoint, and then we'll just first way out here really casually. And this should be a good area for us, because we're gonna have these demons and undead. So honestly, if we want, we could increase the player count here. I'm going to go to players 5 out here. As, like I say, the demons and undead in this area are actually pretty plentiful. By that I mean they're all going to be demon or undead, I believe. And also, a lot of times they line up pretty straight. So, that can be helpful as well. Perfect. Yeah, and this will just help us gain a little bit more of that experience. Haven't really had a ton yet so far, but running around the Arcane Sanctuary and killing everything honestly is not the worst. Like if you fourth way or something, because it is just all demon undead, it's actually not too terrible at all. And there's always these chests at the end, which have some nice poppables in them usually. You can get a lot of runes and different sorts of things like that, so we like that. When you fourth way? Who's fourth waying? I'm not fourth waying. You fourth wayers. I thought Holy Bolt shot multiple. No, that's mods. Grab a ring, looking for 10 to FCR. Not gonna get it. And you can either drop or sell these rings, or you can save them up, and you can always cube 3 rings to get an amulet, and 3 amulets to get a ring. So that's kind of a nice thing that you can do with these junk ones, especially if you don't have really good, like, of the other, you know, like I don't have a good amulet now. I could just save up 3 junk rings, cube them all together, and maybe I'll get a nice amulet out of it. Who knows? Yeah, I'm running Holy Fire for the pulse right now. Yeah, there's a lot of honestly fun little crafting recipes that people don't really know in this game. Mostly because most people haven't played through this game. That's just the simple, honest truth about it. Most people have just played online, and so you're not going to use a lot of these recipes because it doesn't really make sense when you're, you know, you're playing multiplayer in your end game. But there's a lot of great stuff while playing through this game that's actually really solid. So this is 3 open sockets still, so it doesn't really help us any. Later on, we can try and get a 4 open socket so we can make a spirit. And again, more points in Holy Bolt and more points into Vitality. And second way is our way today. And we'll also go back to players 1 now.
The best part of being member of this community is the increased drop chance, citation needed. However, on the flip side, fourth weighing all the time makes farming for keys horrible.
Trade-offs. You don't have to kill the summoner, and I'm just going to choose not to. If I really want to, I would just go back and then go back forth, so then my mercenary comes with me. And like I said, we're going back to P1 now because we're getting back into a lot of animals and stuff. Well, that one's 40 strength, though. I didn't really want to dump 40 strength right now just to use that shield. Sorry, SMT. I have an okay amount of undead in here, though. If you get beetles and stuff, it's not going to be as fun. But you get Burning Dead, get Blunderboars, get Ghoul Lords, you'll run into a lot more stuff you can kill. So this could actually be a really nice place to go around and farm if you really wanted later on. And we'll do this. We're good. So now I can go back. And because I got that nice belt, I don't think I need to actually make that swap over now. But what we can do is this. Ooh, 7% MF. I'll take that over 8 to mana. And 1 to 3 lightning damage does not excite me. So what we can do right here is we can buy Thawing Potions. So what a Thawing Potion does is every sip of it is 30 seconds of 50% cold res. So that's now 3 minutes that I have a 50% cold res additional. And player's 8 for Duriel,
Thanks.
$100. Now my mercenary also has
Thanks.
3 minutes as well. Right? So now I have 6 minutes. So you can just do this, whatever you want right there. Let me clear out a little bit of the room. I don't really need these that much anymore, though they could be helpful actually a little bit later. I'll get some staminas for later, but that's just an easy way to kind of boost up. Jam
Thanks for your
Potty, thank you. Hey, Lil B, how you doing? Now I can go in and fight Mr. Duriel. And like we say, we can not only fight him, but we could also stand behind and focus on Chaylin and actually just heal Chaylin while also damaging Duriel through the fight. Ooh, and we get Blood Fist as well. That's nasty good. So, super nice. Here's also a Cathans if we want a little bit of cold res and mana. We gave him that though, so right now I don't think we really need Cathans. But Blood Fist are very nice. 40 to life, 10 IS, 30 hit recovery. Pretty huge. We'll figure it out. I mean, we've gotten a lot of nice things. We've got the Sanders gloves, we've got the Blood Fist, but I also have these 23 MF gloves, which right now are why I got those Blood Fist. And again, this is why we're running this Magic Find. This is why we're running these two pieces, because it's going to get us these sorts of items. But how about that, everybody? Give yourselves the clap. That's it. Act 2 completed. How simple is that? Pretty easy, right? Let's go to Act 3.
Greetings.
Easy as that. You didn't even play and you completed it. Look at that. You're doing great. Duriel also got that clap. Right? And that's the nice thing is your Holy Bolt's always going to deal with those guys, so that's really nice. Now, out in Act 3, we're going to run into these stalkers and stuff, which will be a little annoying. Nice thing is these fetishes are demons, so that's helpful. But it'll be another kind of mixed bag of stuff. Could probably go up to like players 3 or something if I wanted, but we'll leave it at P1 for now. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. A lot of cloud stalkers here. And I do have some videos on how to run these maps to make it a little bit simpler for you. So if you look up Mr. Llama SC Act 3 map, probably, that'll get you everything you need right there. Also, I'm going to go ahead and replace these with the choking gas potions. They're still annoying. They're still Act 3 maps, so you're still just going to have to deal with that. But it is a little bit nicer, at least. Let's go check this cutback, see how it goes there. Okay, that's where... I was wondering where the Jade figurine was, but it's in the Jungle Hunters. Mercenary, I need you to come over here, bid. There you go. Because the Jade figurine should be in the first boss group that spawns. So this is it, but we just didn't see it at first. Because it was over to the right slightly. So that'll have it. There we go.
Perhaps I could trade this for something more valuable.
Okay. Yep, and like I say, this is, you know, there's going to be a lot of animals out here in Act 3 as well. So it just kind of depends what mobs we run into. Then we'll make decisions of how we want to change our players or not. There's the Great Marsh. We'll leave a TP at Great Marsh. Let Chaylin do a little bit of work there as well. But we will mostly be moving forward. And we're just looking for the entrances, of which we haven't found any yet. But just looking for the entrances so we can look and see.
I need a key.
So normally by now you'll have found a couple of them. This is a very weird map. Here's our first one, coming up on the right. Like I say, the play along is best on the YouTube because then you can pause, fast forward, do whatever you need whenever you need, right? So that's the recommended way of playing along with this. If you try and play along while I'm streaming, it's going to be tough because we're just going to have different speeds. Now we have a gem shrine right there. We can use that to upgrade any gem. I don't have one yet that I really know I want to upgrade. Unfortunately. Nice. Good double teaming. And we'll grab the eye. No! Curse you! Let's go. Can we restart real quick? Sure. If only I had Emilio. Okay, we'll get Chaylin back. It either drops a random gem. If you have none, it'll drop a random chipped. But if you have a gem in your inventory... Man, I don't even have anything to upgrade over there. I mean, there's literally nothing. I'll just use a random... let's just do this. Actually, do I want a diamond? Nah, let's just do this. So if I have a flawed topaz in here, cube does not count as inventory. It'll upgrade that one gem there. So now that's topaz. How neat is that? Yeah, I will respec around 30-ish to remove those holy fire points. And maybe it'll be like 31, 32, something like that. Holy bolts now damage demons and undead. And they pierce as well. So they gave a buff to it. So that's how this build is now a viable build. Okay, another point in Holy Bolt. More points in Vitality. See if there's any path through over here. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay, so we're going back to the Great Marsh, and we'll have to path through the Great Marsh. Oh, I set a different TP up. That's right. Alright, well, we'll just run to it then. That's fine. Finally, some love for the Paladin. I know. I mean, I'm split on it. Half of me is like, this is actually really cool. Holy Bolt actually is getting a use, which is really fun, and a playthrough ability and everything. The other half is like, poor some of the other characters still suck so much. It's a good one, Crod. I'm just unlucky. It just happens. Holy bolt, holy shield, holy freeze. I might smite the Lord of Terror onto his knees. I set forth his feet just to watch him bleed. Concentration, no salvation, just to restore peace.
I am overburdened.
Barb's like, I just need something. They're like, we'll give you a small leap attack damage around you. Oh, nice. Does it scale with anything? No, it's just like a flat 20 damage. Oh. Okay. How about my whirlwind? We're not gonna even look at it. In fact, we'll bug it in D2R so it's actually even worse. Poor Barb. I just need casually explained Diablo 2 developer meetings. Okay. As lead dev, I do have the power to change it. You're right. This is correct. Okay, Flare Jungle. This should actually be a nice area for us. I'm gonna go to players 5 here. As I do want to be hitting level 20x, you know, 20 like 3 probably, something like that. We'll heal Chalen a little bit. Another Tau rune, nice. Get it, buddy. I got your back. And we'll grab the Jit bin as well.
Shall pierce the heart of evil.
Easy enough. Leave a TP right there, so we can come back to that and continue forward. Just give us back the original Whirlwind. I mean, original Whirlwind was insane, but current Whirlwind is so sad. Holy Bolt healing on a Frenzy Barb seems like a great combo. Oh, for sure. I definitely think I want to get the Act 5 Barbarian with this. Because he'll just get right in on all those dudes. Another gem shrine. I can't. If I use the TP now, though, then we lose our other TP, so. I am scared to use the Act 5 Barb in my playthroughs, Let's Plays as well, just in case he gets nerfed. Ah, so scary doing guided playthroughs right now. I guess we can just have the disclaimer. Mercenary might change. Come here, Jalen. Let me heal you. 12 all reds. Another point in Holy Bolt. And I am going to be waiting, and more points in Vitality. I am going to be waiting to use my socket quest until I get a Targe that's going to be a high enough level, or some Pally Shield, Rondich, whatever it is, that I can then get 4 open sockets and make a Spirit. So it needs to be eye level 26 plus. So basically I'm just going to need to wait until we find the right area for that, which will just be kind of later areas. Anything, if we were doing cows, that would work there. But we can wait till like we find like a Nightmare Shield, and those should be good.
Stay a while and listen.
So that shield, though, would get 3 open sockets. So if you don't have a 3 open socket one, you could take that and use your socket quest on that if you did want to. Probably a boot. Two rings.
Nope.
Heck yeah, I am home early enough from work to catch a live stream.
Heck yeah. What's up, Versailles? Thank you so much for 3 months. And thank you, Jim Potty, as well. Appreciate both of you using your subs here. Your Prime subs, reminder to everybody, daily reminder. Prime subs do not auto-renew. Click subscribe and look for the little checkbox that says subscribe with Prime. It'll let you know if it is up again to be used. Another little nice farming area here for us. It's really the nice thing is there are a few areas in this game that really do have a lot of demon and undead, and so kind of staying in those and fighting in those is actually super nice. Wow, 10% chance to cast level 3 Nova when struck. I'm gonna put that in. Got a Nova ring now. We can make this character Nova character. Hi Dark, how you doing? Yeah, do a little proc it in. Oops, not this way. We also are nearing the point where we can shop for our teleport staff. Single player. And check out this. We'll grab the brain. It's an okay heavy belt. We can keep it for now. That will have more slots in the event that we do want to move up and get more slots. So you could put more strength in. And we can take these 3 rings, and like I said before, you can cube them and try and get a nice amulet, and you can just rinse and repeat back and forth with that if you would like. Here's also a rare ring, 10 FCR. That's all this ring has. Everything else is pretty useless, but we will take 10 to FCR, as that is nice. We'll also go down here and just repair and get the golden bird. Save that for later. And we can continue forward. Okay, 3 blue rings. I don't know if it's magic plus or just magic, to be honest. Tips on healing a broken rib. It's a tough one. You just have to not move for 6 weeks or something. Don't laugh a lot. Don't breathe too heavily. It's not a fun time. Don't really feel like fighting these guys. Also, I'm still on players 5. Let's go back to players 1. Until we get to Serena. No laugh? Yeah, it's a tough one. Nothing that I know of. I know, I'm trying, SMT. I'm trying. Yeah. No really good demons in here. So what I'm looking for now is I went to the Crest Bazaar. I'm looking for the waypoint, and I'm looking for Battle Maid Serena, as she's a great place for just a little bit of farming. Whereas out here is not going to be very good for farming for us. There's that chance to Nova. But we can at least kill some stuff here. And again, this is why we do have this holy fire, as it is something. Shaylin, I'll save you. And when we find the right thing that we're looking for, I'll tell you. So this is it right here. What you want to find is this tower, this temple facing towards the bottom left, top right. Like that. That's going to be the temple that you're looking for. So keep your eyes out for that one. That's where Serena's going to be. And I'm just going to kill this bad boy really fast. A little more experience there. And now I just need to find the waypoint. So this is the wrong temple right here. I mean, you can still get experience in it, but it's not facing the direction that we want, so it doesn't have Serena in it. This will be uploaded probably tomorrow morning. So we can go to town, And I'm going to go to players 5. And we'll go down here and do Serena. She is going to be a demon. There are some spiders in here, which are not. And you can also get the other guys that are not. So you will have to contend with that. But yeah, the walking beast. That's the ones. And again, the really nice thing is we can heal Chalen. Super helpful. But we can get here, and like I say, these ones are going to be demons, which is the really nice stuff. This is that boss group we're really looking for. And then we can grab Lemesson's Tome, which gives us some stats. And there's some more walking beasts and everything there, and so we'll just exit. Rejoin. Yeah, and that's a really good experience because, again, we're on players 5 right now. So players 5 is going to have very solid experience for it. And we also have the book and the tome, so we can take that back and put that there if we would like. Oh yeah, and it was super easy. Yeah, it's decent, Hestig. Above average. Okay, so now we have 10 stats. I'm putting them all into Vitality. I'm drinking the potion for 20 more life. And another point into Holy Bolt. Is it Wailing Beast? It might be Wailing Beast. Probably is. Grab that for gold. And this is where you can level up. So we're level 22. Let's say I want to get to level. Oh, there we go. So here we have these Wailing Beasts. So I'm actually going to use poison on them. On top of Chalen doing some damage. And this is where choking gas potions are really nice. So that'll actually be a really nice way to kind of kill them, get a little bit of experience. And again, just kind of a nice, easy way to get a little bit of EXP. And so, like I say, doing this is super nice. It's just, this is where we always kind of level up in speedruns, everything like that. Yeah. Highly recommended. Because if you get to level 25 and you are not, or if you get to Act 5, I should say, and you are not level 25, you're just going to be in trouble. You won't have enough damage, and, or I mean, you won't get any experience. Sorry. It's a weird calculation that the game has, but yeah, you'll basically get nothing. So level 21 to 25, doing it over here is usually a decent idea, as it's just a great way to kind of level up. And you don't have to go all the way to 25 because remember, we will get experience still. But I like going to at least level 23 here. That's kind of my preferred spot. And then you can kind of decide how much further you want to go. If you want to go any further, right? 23, 23 and a half, 24 is kind of the highest you need. Because then you can always rush to Ancients and get 25 on Ancients and not really kill stuff on the way. Correct. Okay. It depends how much stuff you kill. You're generally expecting to gain about 1/2 of a level to a full level in Act 4, depending on if you're killing a lot of stuff or nothing. It's kind of the thought.
Good day.
13 all res right there. We should also look for... so that's slightly better, so we'll go ahead and use it for now. Get rid of this, and then we can use that later when we get to that point. We can also start looking for a teleport staff. Oh my god, we just found it. So before you hit level 24, you can look for a teleport staff. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at all staves that are red. When I say red, I don't mean this color red. I mean like unusable. That means it's level 24 required or higher. And so I'm just going to look through those and look for anything that's plus to teleport charges. So this is it. Notice this says level 1 teleport 33 out of 33 charges. This is plus 2 to teleport sorceress only. So this doesn't work. This will work. And I look for it to be red because it's teleport charges are level 24 required. So I like to shop this prior to level 24. If you're level 24, you'll just have to look at all of the staves. And so you can just go and basically go to the Flare Jungle and come back and keep just, or go wherever, you know, any TP. And just keep bouncing back and forth. That's totally a way to do it right there. But yeah, that is what I'm searching for and why, you know, normally it takes anywhere from, you know, 1 minute to 10 minutes. Probably something like that.
I am overburdened.
No, that's just for gambling. They made a refresh button. Probably would be too easy to shop like 320s and stuff then.
I can't carry anymore.
So this is also a great place to get some gold just from these drops. And you can always look and see if you get 1-2 boss packs in here. It's always really nice. And once again, this is why... Aw, only 26%. This is why we run Magic Find, Magic Find, Magic Find. This is why I didn't put those Blood Fists on yet. Because I can get a Tarnhelm. I can drop nice uniques, things like that. And it can be really, really nice. So now we've got another +1 to skills, 26 MF, so we're stacking up our Magic Find even more, which means we're going to find even more. Yeah, I mean, it runs 25 to 50. It's a terrible roll on it. But it's +1 to all skills, which is really nice, especially as we get into Fist of Heavens. That's +1 skill in Holy Shield, +1 skill in Fist of Heavens, +1 skill in Holy Bolt, +1 skill in Conviction. You know, so it's really nice to have that. Is my player count not... It is players 5. Just didn't feel like it. It really doesn't feel like it's players 5. This isn't players 5. It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's actually working. Okay, we have a Heraldic Shield there. Definitely check that out. One open socket. Worthless. And some more demons for us over here. So like I say, we can level kind of as much as we want right here. If I want to level up to 25, I can go to straight 25 right here. If I want to go to 24 and a half, I can go to 24 and a half. If I want to go to 24, I can go to 24. And you can always come back and kind of level up a tiny bit more whenever you need to as well. I'm going to go ahead and continue forward because I still need to do the sewers and Trav and all of that. Oh my god, these gem shrines just will not stop. It's fine, I'll just grab my topaz. Have one gem in your inventory only. And it's a flawless topaz. Yeah, we left that previous one because they didn't have the topaz with me. Anonymous with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Heal, my precious, heal. Thank you, my goodness. Mwah! Big kisses to whoever that was. Rune shrines would break the game. All people would do ever is just farm rune shrines. That's it.
At MR Lamisk, did you ever find that pesky jaw?
No, not yet. Still on the search. Still on the hunt. Maybe to downrank the rune, but that'd be confusing to people. And Anonymous with the gifted sub to Stace as well. Thank you so much.
Moo.
Moo. Thanks, Moosehead. Here's a good boss group for us as well. Let's see if we can just mass heal Chalen through all of this. I don't think he's even hitting though, because he's just perma-stunned.
Hello.
He was trying.
Good day.
You did your best, Chalen. It's a tough one. Getting bullied for standing his ground, I know. I'll take this group, you take that group. Conquer and divide, or divide and conquer. Yeah, I will for sure, Jalek.
Moo.
Moo. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Moosehead. Come here, you punk. Now you can also, of course, go level in these side areas here as well. These can be nice places just to get a little bit more experience also. So, and remember, the Travancore are demons. So we can up the players as well for that if we want. Check out the Heraldic Shield. 3 open sockets, 6 all res. I don't know about that. Anonymous! Who is you? What is going on? 10 gifted subs from Anonymous. My god. Mwah! It's you. It's you. Oh, chat's just doing the. Okay. Everybody's them, huh? My goodness, thank you so much. Insanely generous. No clue yet. It's Puppy Girl! No. I doubt it. Well, I do a tiers start list. If somebody will put the builds in a tier list on tier list thingy,
I need a key.
then I'll put them all in. And then we just have to make sure we're on the same page of what are all the builds that need to go there, I guess. 1 to masteries, but look at the resistances on that. I'd say that's worth more to me, even though it's, again, a big poison res. Unfortunate. Darcy's gifting subs for treats. Where's Darcy? Darcy's, I don't know, somewhere. We have the kidnapping fund as always. We'll do players 5 for Trav. Let's get a little wild. You know, I've actually fired up Lost Ark a couple of times and I don't know why. I don't feel like I enjoy the game enough, but I also it's a nice mindless game for me. So I can't say I completely hate it. Though I do dislike the pay-to-win aspects. No, it's just not up for the guy to play through. Alright. For players 5 in the Travancore. But again,
I can't carry it.
should be a good place to get some experience, and we can heal Chalen, which is nice. Stay alive, Chalen. No, Chalen. We did our best. I didn't want to run into all these zealots out here. Unfortunate. He did good otherwise. Well, that's paying to win bronze. Pay to advance is pay to win. Especially when a lot of the content is unreachable without paying. Or not a lot, but even some. The highest levels. Like, you can't be level 1470 right now without having put a bunch of money in, you know? That is pay to win. Now, it doesn't mean the game can't be fun. I've played a pay-to-win game before. I had a great time as a free-to-play, you know. But it doesn't change what it is. Careful with dolls. I'm just saying, the game has been out for about 1,000 hours, roughly. Dat Mods has played about 700 hours and is 1370. Item level 1370. Which is the base required for that raid that they're putting in there. So... and he's not swiping, and he wasn't accepting from viewers. And he is pumping gold from his alts or whatever. I don't know exactly what that means, but anyways, for the guided playthrough, if you do want to farm Mephisto, you can of course go and farm Mephisto. Right there. Because you can moat trick him, and I'll show you guys that coming up soon. Yeah, he has like a few alts that he farms gold or something. I don't know why you would farm gold on your alts and not on your main, but apparently that's a thing in Lost Ark. So we're just going, we'll kill the tribe members. And I'm on players 5. Let's just go to players 3. Also, you can see I'm 24.5 now. Put another point into that. And I could have worked towards points in Holy Shield, but I don't really feel like I need it right now. It's kind of a later thing that I would work towards. Like I say, I'm not hating the game. I've picked it up and played it mindlessly a couple of times and enjoyed it as a mindless play. But yeah, so Mephisto, if you want to cheese him, you can just do this. Of course, you've all probably done a moat trick. If you have not, you just go like that really fast, drag him right there. And just fire away across the barrier. I do need to get some mana though. Bronze.
Yes?
We'll do that. We will also come over here. I'm just going to grab my teleport staff just to have it here. And Mephisto, sometimes he'll do that. Just got to drag him back. And get him back into his hole. If you want to have your mercenary over there as well, he would probably help. This fight isn't crazy hard. He does have high cold and light damage, that's about it. But we have enough life and okay res, we would be totally fine. But if we had Chalen over there, he could get one shot. But with us healing from behind, it would probably be okay. And this fight would probably be totally fine. Couple uniques right there, thanks to all the magic find that we have. And just like that, Act 3 is done. Give yourselves the clap, everybody.
Clap, clap, clap.
Simple. Yeah, and this is also nice because +1 to Paladin skills, which again is really nice for us. We're kind of moving out of the point of using that Holy Fire now, and so having the plus to skills is actually super decent right there.
Hail to you, champion.
Keep that. At this point, I like to get a pike for my mercenary. If I don't see a pike, I'll go out and come back in. Thank you, cow hugs. So you can go outside, come back in.
What do you need?
Again, no pike. You could also jamble one if you really wanted. Maybe get a nice rare one or something.
Hail to you.
Yeah, sometimes I'll make the Savage Polearm recipe. And there's Pike of Gore.
I'll put that to good use.
That's right, that's broken.
What do you need?
And we can trash that right there. Get rid of those, do this. And we're good to go. White Pike, just a really big damage increase for him, which really helps him out. And so now we're in Act 4, which means there should be a lot of undeads and demons. So we can kind of decide how we want to do it players count-wise here.
Not enough money.
Try and heal up Chalin while he goes and fights his stuff over there. And help him out a little bit. And I believe we're on players 3 right now.
Hey Llama, do you feel as a streamer you get the same questions over and over?
I do feel that. Thank you for asking. And so we can just join in and do a little bit of punchy punch on some cliff lurkers if we want. So just being a little annoying. But you can see we're already almost level 25. So, you know, we're really kind of cruising through all of that. Redemption would also be a fantastic order to just run around with on this character.
Hey Llama, do you feel as a streamer you get the same questions over and over?
I do feel that. Thank you for asking. Could also run around with Might on just to give my mercenary some boosted damage. Another rare amulet. You like those? Paladin skills? Aww. Only all res 4. Not as much as we currently have. There's our mercenary, so now he gets a little extra damage. And again, kill what you want, level up as you want, skip what you want.
Hey Llama, do you feel as a streamer you get the same questions over and over?
Yep. That is a feeling I have. It's wild that you guys can recognize that. Okay, so we're gonna look for Isual now as well. So I'm just gonna kind of scan the area here. Sometimes I do feel that one as well, Fisk. We need to get a visual on Isual. Ooh, I like that. We also have 2 skill points, so we'll put both of them into Holy Bolt right there. And I'm actually going to go into Strength now because I have this at 37 Strength. +1 to Paladin skills. Sounds lovely. On top of the +1 skills from Tarnhelm. That is very nice for us. Mercs level up. They are our Vici. That's how it gets, Satoshi. That's how it gets. Alright, Ishul, where are you at? Probably up in this top right corner. That's my bet. Right over here. Yep. And we don't damage him, so... Shaylin! Gonna be a little bit. No, we don't have any crush and blow. How's the Merc doing? Just chilling. God, I love how fast I can just heal him up. He's a fallen angel, exactly. Not demon. You can't bug mercenaries anymore. Oh, blue llama, of course. Oh, this is players 3. That makes sense. I was like, he shouldn't be taking this long to die. Actually, it might be players 5. I almost want to just come back and kill him later. On players 1. I think it's players 5. All that for nothing? Sometimes it happens. This is a good reminder to everybody playing that you need to be very careful about what player count you're on. Sometimes you're going to be on the wrong player count when you go to a boss or something, and if it feels like it's really, really hard and taking much longer than it should, you might be on the wrong players. Try going back, restarting another time. I like the Tarnhelm, but I am a little sad I don't have the plus mana per kill now. I will admit. One time I tried to do Ubers, but I was on players 8, and I was like, why is Lilith so hard? We figured out why. Okay, so we'll go back, bounce out and back in. And now we can go back and do Isual, and it should be a much easier battle. And we are also players level 25, which is really good, so that means we no longer have the experience penalty for mobs that are too high of a level. So that's what it means. That's why you have to get to that 25. If you do not, you just will be too low of a level, and there's a penalty that applies until you hit 25, and then that penalty no longer applies on the upper end. So there's always a penalty if you hit monsters that are kill monsters that are too low of a level, but too high of a level, penalty free after 25. So that's really nice. All right. Jalen, come on, go fight Ishmael, not these corpses. Oh, that's so much better. Oh man, did you use your crushing blow weapon to get him there? I could use conversion as a main hand, but then you have to wait. Everything's converted, and I don't know. I don't really like conversion for a lot of stuff. Dang, Chinatsuki. Where's putting a point into Zeal? We could, but we'd have to put a point into Sacrifice and then a point into Zeal. And again, this is like one of the very few fights remaining that I'm actually going to be having to melee in. So. He's a fallen angel. We could also put a point in charge for running. I mean, there's a lot of points that could be spread around for some of that stuff, but we're all good as is. Maybe we'll. Favorite change to 2.4? Summon Druid. Love it. No, I don't have Force Walk. I use it really. I need to heal myself. Easy.
What do you need?
Okay. And now we can continue. And again, should be fine to go like players 5 or something here. I didn't get the plus to skills. Let's just go do that right now. So this kind of gives us some options. Now that Holy Bolt is done, if I want to increase the healing, I can increase prayer. I don't really care to do that. If I wanted to maybe get like Holy Freeze aura, that could actually be a really nice aura to run around with right now, just to kind of slow up everything around me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. You know, and then there's also, if you wanted to maybe jump into some of these, you could. If you wanted to go for charge, you could. Kind of some options there. I guess I'll do X there. But yeah, we can run Holy Bolt and Holy Freeze, and that'll just be a nice little helper for us. Just as mobs get closer, make it a little safer. Okay, blood maggots we cannot kill really. And here you can see the kind of helpfulness of Holy Freeze already. Try and line them up a little bit. And there we go. Gotta find the magic spot where we can hit Chalen sometimes when he's hiding and we can't click on him. Players 5 maybe too much. I mean, it's a lot of experience that we're gaining, and my main goal is I want to hit level 30. Because at level 30 is when we can switch into Fist of Heavens. Otherwise, doing things like Ancients and stuff is going to be really rough, right? Yeah, I'll release a new rep eventually. Ooh, nice Sims. Okay, and we also can remember that we do have a teleport staff, so if we're ever in nasty situations or just want to make like a big leap over, we can see, like, for instance right here, we can just jump across right there. Chilling a little love. So yeah, I'm gonna be leveling up either, I mean, I'll probably be on Pindle, will be where I end up leveling to 30. This is, again, players 5 Hephaestus right here. No, move, come on. That's all I wanted, was to get him in a healing range. If I can heal and hit at the same time, it's even better. Not Eldritch. Animal. I need to fight demons and undead there. Okay, perfect ruby's nice, and Ithrun is kind of lame, but that's fine. Amryn would have been really nice to help us with our spirit, but perfect ruby is good. We can maybe craft something a little bit later if we want. So it gives us some potential. I'm also going to go back and grab this chainmail. As this, we can give to our mercenary. Give him a little upgrade.
Hail to you, champion.
Okay, and skull, sapphire, we can keep those. Perfect. Oops. Holy Bolt heals from Fist of Heavens too? Yeah. Yeah, I just have stealth on. Another Tau rune. Yeah, I mean, Fist of Heavens now becomes a super nice party spell, because not only are you getting the healing and the damage and all of that, but you also have the Conviction Aura. So it ends up being really nice. People are gonna love you in the party when you run around with Conviction. 150%. No updates regarding release date yet. again, this is going to be a great place. Everything in here is going to be demon or undead, and so this is a fabulous place to really be getting those levels. Again, we're going to go into strength here, as I want to get up to 37. So you can totally do this players 1, 3, 5, 7, whatever you would like. I just have players 5 right now, and I could even go up higher if I wanted on it, because it just feels so good for this character. I don't probably want to fight Diablo on P5. I could probably fight him on P3 and do okay. P5 would still probably be okay, but it'd be a little bit longer. Again, you can always heal up your mercenary whenever you would like.
I have no mana.
Help a brother out, you know? So really a lot of this is about how you're aiming stuff. Are you aiming to, you know, heal your mercenary while also damage guys behind, you know? That can be really helpful in those kind of crazy areas like that where he just gets surrounded. Diablo is a demon, yes. It's not that mana heavy. If I had 1 mana per kill thing on, I'd be totally fine. I'm just using the Tarnhelm right now instead for like a little bit more damage and MF. But honestly, it's kind of annoying.
What do you need?
So I might just go back to using the other thing temporarily until we kind of switch out. We can put Nadir on and just save that. And now it should help us a little bit. Still gonna be some mana, but a little bit of help. And that's true. We can put our weapon on, actually. So on P5, it's also going to be less kills per cast, so I'm going to get less mana per kill from P5, actually. But again, don't hate it. Such good experience here. I'm really loving that. That's true, Pie Man. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it, Keldan. Lore's in the books? Yeah, I don't know the lore. If you're looking for lore, there's other streams, books, everything else for your lore desires. And I'm just bouncing between healing and killing right now. This will be a great ladder build. More lore, more like boar. Got him. Got him. Okay, level 27. Very nice. Let's go to players 1 before Diablo spawns. I'll do a little more strength. I was wondering if I could heal him through the lightning. Lightning too strong, man. Also, having a safety TP is always a good idea, just in case you die. And just like that. Easy. Yeah, not on normal though. Easy kills.
Good to see you.
Perfect. And just like that, Act 2 of Hell. Or Act 4 of Normal. 2 of Hell. Is complete. I'm also now going to grab a point into charge. As we can just move around a little bit. I was just testing to see if you were paying attention. But now we just need to kind of zoom a little bit. Again, if you want to stop and kill these things, you can, but there's going to be a lot of just like unimportant stuff to kill here. Here's a demon. If you get fire archers or something, you'll have some like undead and stuff, but a lot of stuff out here will be kind of these death maulers and things. They're just going to be neither, and so I'm doing a little Lost Ark in my spare time. Correct, Escros. Foe definitely viable for ladder start. Okay, we'll kill Shank really fast.
Is free of your kind.
You can go back for a few potions. You don't really want to buy potions until you kill Shank. Otherwise, the potions will be twice the cost, but once you kill them, they go back to regular pricing.
Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the
Cow hugs! With 5,000 biddies.
Lord of the lies, blow hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify, specify it's time to die.
Love watching you stream these guides. Thank you.
Aw, thank you so much. It's insane. So sweet. Doors are our nemesis, so we teleport past doors. Why are doors not... I guess we could also just hit them. 5,000 bits. Wow. Let me get some love. So again, we're just going to come over here, save our barbarian friends. Looks like it's probably going to be in the third section. Perfect. And we're just kind of moving ahead right now. Because again, not a ton of undeads and demons here, so kind of killing some that I see. Otherwise, I really want to get to Pindle at this point. That would be very nice. So we're just gonna rush until we kind of get there. Use our teleport staff. It's a great place to kind of get some of that use for it. So hard to hit doors. The final boss. Okay, and so now we're gonna look for this waypoint in the Crystalline Passage. I am not gonna fight Death Lords. And then we can go look for the Frozen River as well. We have a mix of some demons in here if we want to kind of shoot some of them down, but we do need to be careful as there's also plenty of non-demons here. Again, drop a TP. I'm actually going to drag these champions away from the TP as well. So I can just have a little bit of safety there when we come back to it. And we can go ahead to Glacial Trail and see if we get this easy waypoint here. So usually just off to the left here, there'll be a waypoint, just like this. Not always. Maybe half the time, maybe a little more. So that's a nice, easy way to grab that waypoint, and then we can go back and go be heroes. Rid of that. Okay. Again, we're gonna run into a lot of stuff that we're not really gonna be killing here. So we'll mostly just be teleporting through. And this is where your skills of that do come in handy. Did get some undeads down here. Sometimes you'll get some more. Just depends. But being able to effectively drag them away is very useful to have. And again, could we just go in and use Smite or use whatever? I mean, Smite would be a fabulous, you know, playthrough piece as well for this, totally. This is me wanting to use Holy Bolt as well and have fun with that. You could just be a Hammered in right now or something and make this easier on yourself. But I think this is a fun way to play through, you know, being in this regard and doing it kind of this way, trying to really separate and make this a different style of character, you know. And so we can come over here, we can do this, we can go to Qualkek as well. Let's go ahead and resurrect. We can take these things off. And then we can hire, and let's get a frenzy. Let's get Bodan. And we'll put that on him, and put that on him. And we need to find him a sword. I don't really have a sword for him. Well, we don't need to add sockets. We do have our shield in our stash, though. Ral Ort Tal is going to be Ancient's Pledge, and you can see this is now 58 all-res. And now our resistances are maxed.
Afternoon.
Which is really nice. For swords, that doesn't seem terrible. We'll give him
I'll put that to good use.
that. And right now, currently, with Act 5 mercenaries, they can have, if they have one hand, the other hand will be a match of whatever this hand is. So right now, if I don't give him a second weapon, this is what the second weapon is as well. If I do give him a second weapon, it'll be whatever it is. So that's current. I don't know if they're changing it in the future. That is just currently how it does work. So if you give him... I'm actually curious about that. If it is like plus to life on one, will it give plus to life on both? Or is it just mirroring the damage and everything over? I imagine the whole thing is actually mirrored over. The stats and auras don't copy. Okay. Stats and auras don't copy. Just damage in those pieces. Thank you. I will farm 30 first. I'm just heading over to get the Ancient's Waypoint, and then I'm going to go back and farm. Yeah, and 2 Griefs isn't even best in slot. The best in slot is going to be an Eth Head Striker. So having 2 Eth Head Strikers, or just the one that's duplicated over, is going to be your best in slot. Just from the way that it calculates and the damage applies. So this is currently how it works. If it has changed since then, I don't know, check the first comments below or something. I'll leave a comment that says it's different now. Okay. And again, just gonna be going down here and looking for the waypoint. And now that we have that, we'll take it back. Yeah, non-eth is still good. Eth is just like the best, right, for him. But non-eth will still be really good for him.
Good afternoon.
Okay. So now we are going to do farming. So we're going to do it on players 8. Just to really speed it up and see how it works. Easy way to find it. I mean, good luck. Just got to kind of farm around for it.
By the light, what is
We'll
this
come in
place?
here. Because he's undead, Pindle is going to be a great spot. And he's going to be hard. But, again, look at the experience gains when they die. It's pretty solid. So we'll just do a few players 8 runs there.
By the light, what is this place?
And kill these baddies. Perfect. We're 28 now. So we just need to get to 30 so we can become a Foden, so then we can do Ancients. Because the Ancients are not undead. And I don't believe they're demons. So
By the light. What
we're
is
gonna
this
need
place?
to do something there. Just run around this side. Heal him from the back. And the pierce on this really is super nice. It's called Fojedin. Oh, perfect, thank you. An Act 5 Barbarian is, he's a thick boy for sure. For sure.
By the light. What is this place?
Oh, it's players one. Oops, I forgot it doesn't actually save between. Oh no, punk. I know, if only he didn't use taunt. That's the only thing I actually don't like about it. His taunting is just interrupting, and he just taunts monsters that are right next to him anyways, as opposed to ranged monsters.
By
Yeah,
the light.
P1 is a
What
cakewalk.
is this place?
We're not looking for cake here, we're looking for experience. Yeah, it's just not persisting though. Which is weird because it was persisting elsewhere. But I don't know why it's not persisting on this. I'm actually confused. Level 29. It's not persisting. I don't know what happened because it was on my other characters. Like when I was doing LK runs and Trav runs and all that stuff, it was persisting. But now it's not.
By the light. What is this place?
So I don't know what happened. Probably not that hard, Mr. Uppity. Oh, he can also use barb helms. That's right. I forgot. Why do they... The barb has an Act 1 portrait for some reason in PTR. That was a glitch. 1 to War Cries. Not as good of a belt.
How may I be of help?
Placeholder image, but they already have an image. Act 5 mercenaries were not new.
By the light. What is this place?
I just want stats for him on that. So honestly, things like combat skills and stuff would be nice for him. Not a horrible experience killing some of these dudes. Alright, one more. Yeah, it's really nice of you. Let's go players 5. I think we should be able to get to 30 from that.
By the light. What is
Yeah,
this
chat
place?
voted and changed. Perfect. Okay. See, like, that's great. 45 to life for the mercenary, 10 hit recovery. I like that a lot. Yeah, so now we're level 30. We can go and respec into our Foden. Let's do it, baby. Figure that out later. Hey, 10 FCR. Okay, so let's go up to 50 strength. We can, if we want, run Holy Shield and max block if we want to do it right now. But we can go ahead and plant our skills here first. Okay, so we'll put Fist of Heavens. And then Conviction. And Holy Shot gives more lightning damage if we want. It's probably okay right there. I mean, I want more Holy Bolt. I guess we might as well get a Holy Shield going right now. And then I'm gonna run Conviction, so I don't really need any of these. Something like Meditation could be nice. Salvation, Redemption, those of course are all good. But there's a lot of skill points. We have a lot of things that we want to put into. I'm gonna put like this. So we'll prioritize Holy Bolt for sure to increase that Holy Bolt damage that we're getting. However, I want to save a few points because I'm gonna want to put points into Conviction as well. So let's save 3 points so we can put 3 more points into Conviction while we're putting into Fist of Heavens. Now we can also take a look at our current block chance. Pretty low. 28. 43. Let's just get to like 50. And then we'll dump the rest into Vitality. So this is what we have right here. We have 50% chance to block currently. 50 base strength just to help with stuff. Rest into Vitality. Skill points, just 1, 1, 1, 1. Just kind of 1's all the way down there. 1 into Holy Shield with that as well. 1's down to Conviction right now. And then I saved 3 points for later. So we can run this and run this. I guess we'll run Fist of Heavens. Oh, that mana cost is 25?
Welcome.
25 mana cost? Yikes. It's a lot starting out. Doesn't grow. Still a lot. Okay. Yeah, honestly, putting a few points into energy wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, I would love to get Spirit right now, but we can't get Spirit right now. We have to wait a tiny bit to get Spirit. Okay, so let's go to the Ancients. I guess I want this on C so we can do... And I'm just gonna kind of charge through right now. Cowhugs with 10 gifted subs. Let's go to players 1. That'll be better. My goodness, Cowhugs. Thank you. This is just a massive mana fiasco now.
The summit. The barbarian holy ground.
Alright, let's do it.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
It's got pretty good damage. We just have to make sure we're using it while it's giving us our mana. And then we're good. Not bad at all. So we can put another point into Fist of Heavens. Another point into Conviction. And here, this is where we can kind of get the fun of everything spreading out like a madman. Yeah, having spirits will be like such a big help. Level 2, we'll go ahead and get this waypoint just because it's really good to do. Just in case we want to run some waves again. And again, you can see kind of the really nice explosion piece that comes with it all. So, all those holy bolts are gonna bounce off and do a lot of good damage there, and it's just gonna be helpful. The more spread like that we can get, the better. The more, honestly, the more grouping of demons. Again, we find Sanders gloves. I want the boots though. Do I think this is meta for speedrunning? No, I think Hammerden still wins out. Yeah, it'll only hit demons and undead though, so. It's wild. And let's go there. Death Lords are gonna be awful. Least favorite thing. Yeah, I ditched the Nadir, but I kind of want to go get like a 3-tiered helm or something. But honestly, I just need more mana still, so Spirit is going to be a pretty big help. When we go get those in Nightmare, that's going to be just insane for this character. Death Lords are just nasty, man. They always have been. Whew.
Salutations.
Just a bug that they have it. We do spend a lot of mana. I think Fire Druid will be super fun, honestly. All right. Let's continue there. And honestly, we can probably up the players count here as well. I'm gonna go to players 5. I'm gonna get a little wild. It looks like the Holy Bolts are not healing though, coming off of Fist of Heavens. I think they only damage. Or the heal is just so small on him. Yeah, we knew that was happening. Nobody survives the Hydras.
Hugs gifted a tier 1 sub to Daily BG. They have given 15 gift subs in the channel.
Cowhugs, you're being too kind today. Too kind.
I need mana. I need mana.
The mana is rough. Put another point in the Fist of Heavens here. And on this last wave, we'll go back to players 1. And another point into Conviction.
Not enough mana.
We're 32. Nice. Oh yeah, because Ancients. Yeah, Holy Bolts can stun with hit recovery. Nice. Perfect. And now for Bale.
Good afternoon.
Put that point there. Put this here. We can Holy Bolt him down. Which honestly I think is going to be better because it's just so much less mana, even though this actually, damage-wise, might be slightly more. Hard to say, honestly. Moves about the similar speed. My Holy Bolt damage is 335 to 372. I mean, this is crushing normal Bale, you guys. A little bit, Miriam. That's absolutely insane. And that's it. That's all she wrote.
You shall no longer taint this mortal realm.
Normal is completed. We have our level 32. And we are pretty prepped to move off into Nightmare. So let's do a quick recap of where we're at. Here's our stats. 50, 58. We're just going for kind of like 50% chance to block roughly. Vitality is the rest. I have 1 skill point remaining. I'm just going to use that in Conviction right there with Fist of Heavens. Then we'll just be pumping Fist of Heavens and probably Holy Bolt, honestly. As I think that'll just be really nice. Though we could put a little bit more into Conviction later if we wanted as well. Everything else just kind of ones around for different things. Gear-wise, we got a Rust Handle and a Tarn Helm. Those were 2 nice finds. Just a Res Amulet, Ancient's Pledge, MF, 10 FCR, nice little dual Res Belt, 10 FCR, and just some magic find on the gloves. Though, of course, we do have some Blood Fist if we want to get a little more life over there later. We can. Also, we can shift this belt on if we want more slots at some point. Nadira's in there, just kind of some random things here and there. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so at this point, we can do stuff like, well, you know, you could go players 8, and you can keep farming over here if you want. Right? So this is something that we can totally do. I could like come back in. And so if you want to stay and level up, you can do it this way, right? You can straight up, yeah, it's ethical playthrough. You cannot cows with this. It'll be pitiful and awful. But we can go players 8 over here. And, you know, just kind of come in here and do Pindle and his minions. And you can level yourself up pretty well. There you go. Level 34 or 33. So you can do it that way. You can go and do Bale Waves if you would like and just increase the player counts on those as you go up. Or if you feel satisfied at level 33, I mean, our character is doing pretty decent. Moving on into Nightmare is not a bad idea because then we can get into the tower. We can start doing those tower runs and we can start going for those spirits. And spirits are going to be big for us. Having a spirit sword and a spirit shield is going to be another like 200 mana on top of the FCR and plus the skills and all of that. And you're going to see our damage really start to take off at that point and really start to do super well. So highly recommended. Yeah, that's just a fantastic place to really kind of get this character moving into the next section. So with that being said, that is the end of normal. I will see you guys for part Nightmare later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you have followed along and had a great time with your Foden. And I'll see you in Nightmare. Peace, YouTube.